Hello again, everyone. In the previous video, I played against Grandmaster Hernandez from Mexico. His name is Gilberto Hernandez, and he is a coach. So, if anyone from Mexico or Spanish speaking searching for someone who knows what he's doing, he managed to beat me and outplay me quite convincingly in that game. I want to show a few remarks about the game. So, as usual, I was playing a little bit too slowly, but that goes almost without saying now. So, I thought I was being sophisticated with this move bishop from f1 to d3, but in fact, it was actually a waste of time, and a5 turned out to be more useful than bishop d3, according to my findings. So, I think knight f3 straight away, followed by, in case of bishop g4, h3, queen takes f3, long castle, and the same moves like the game, basically g2 to g4, while leaving the bishop on f1, would probably give me better chances to
server announcement
to get a strong initiative and apply my space advantage. So let's see. Later on, the game was extremely sharp. I'm not intending to comment on all the subtleties that took place. I'm not sure I understood them. I was basically maneuvering and swimming in this ocean of complexity almost solely with my intuition, so I'm not sure if it will be too useful if I elaborate on the complications. But one particular moment I'd like to mention is that
check.
I managed, after almost not knowing what to do and almost losing on time, to reach this
check
winning position almost. Yeah, and here I played the move like queen h5 instead of rook queen f5 that I played. I believe my position would have been completely winning. After queen h5, my opponent will have to play rook h8 to protect h7, and then I would have gone rook f1. And there is quite a big difference, and the details don't matter that much. At least I had a good chance to win. In the game, actually, I was very close to play something that I thought would be a beautiful end to the game, and I didn't do it at the end because I spotted a defense in the time pressure, and this kind of got me out of my balance. So let me demonstrate the beautiful line while we wait for the next game. So in this position, I originally was intending to play queen f6 check.
Check.
I know I had like less than 20 seconds, but I truly wanted to play this move very much. With rook takes h7 check now, a very weird intermediate move.
Check.
And the only legal move for black would have been to capture. And now I want to take gf6 with the idea to go rook h1 mate on the next move. And this fails for several reasons. The simplest of them is that you can simply take rook takes b2 check and on the next move to cover the h file, and then you will be remaining with a lot of material up. But also king h6 is what I was afraid of. I didn't spot rook b2 in the heat of the game and the time pressure, but king h6 was just I felt like I shouldn't have anything else there. I can't say I calculated in an organized way, but I really wanted to get this variation going, and I remember, at least while playing, that I sensed something was wrong with it. So now we're waiting for the next 5-minute game, and as I mentioned before, in this one I'm going to simply try to play much faster and put more pressure on my opponent, and
Game
maybe during
started.
his turn. So yeah, he played knight f3. The first 10 seconds I can spare because I get them back. So yeah, knight f6. I'm taking usually the 10 seconds to relax before the first move so I can concentrate on what I'm going to play. Sometimes I have more than one choice. Okay, so this is a fairly rare line. I believe it's called the Reti, when he goes knight f3 followed by b3. And yeah, I would like to take on c5 with the pawn
Check.
to exchange queens and get a worse endgame with the pawn on c5. So yeah, queen a5 check with the idea of queen takes c5 is probably not so bad, maintaining my center. And now I have to simply find a way to finish my development. I'd like to put my bishop in the long diagonal here. I think now, yeah, bishop g7, now knight e4 is a minor threat he has to take into account.
Server
Actually,
announcement.
it's quite a big threat. Yeah, I think he got it handled. Yeah, he handled it pretty well. I'm not sure what to do to increase the pressure by this point. Maybe I simply don't have a way to do it. In a sharp way. Yeah, I guess he didn't commit any serious mistakes yet, so I can't really punish him. He was calculating all sort of stuff. I do want to try this one trick here. Oh, but then I will fall for a trick myself. If I go queen b6, knight d5. Okay, I better just finish my development and stop being greedy. I'm playing with black and my opponent seems to know what he's doing, so yeah, now I just have to be humble and try to at least finish my development. So I'll go bishop f5. My next move is probably rook c8. Yeah, knight c6 makes sense, but I would like to maintain some air for my queen to retreat in case he attacks. It. Now I played rook c1. Seems like this exchange should be in my favor. This exchange of moves. Yeah, I would really like to play knight e4, but after taking with the knight... Oh, yeah. So, I think this is what they call a mouse slip. However, I'm not going to resign just yet. It's still almost interesting. Yeah, I'm just an exchange down. You know what? I'm not gonna waste too much time here fighting with an exchange down. Usually I'll fight, but since I'm recording,
Black resigns.
try to show some one decent game in this video, or at least an attempt for a decent game.
Started.
Okay, we got a new opponent quite rapidly. justkid. So Mr. justkid is playing. I was hoping he would play c4 and I would play the King's Indian, which is often referred to as the kid, and to play it against this guy. But yeah, he's playing one of the most principled lines after bishop f4, which is considered to be harmless, but here it can get very sharp very quickly if I'm not careful. I believe I mixed the move order. I should have started with e6 and then b4. Another option would have been queen a5 check, like in the games Anand versus Grishuk. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, yeah, now I should play e6, b4, a5, queen b3. And there is one move here that I remember checking at some point. Not very deeply, I have to admit, but knight e4. Yeah, he seems to be aware of it, and now we are going to enter some complications. I honestly don't remember how it goes. Well, right now it looks like I'm simply lost, but I'm not sure what I forgot. Okay, I guess queen h4
check,
check is the main point. Wow, this is a crazy position. Wow, I'm not sure what to do here and what I land myself into. Well, as I like to say sometimes, my name is Tal after all, and it's similar to Mikhail Tal, who was the one of the most exciting world champions,
server
famous
announcement,
for his sacrifices in glorious games where he had everything, all the pieces hanging simultaneously or giving up his queen for initiative. And he was referred to as the magician from Riga just because of his ability to create uh, magic over the board with his amazing creativity. Castlelong here that I played seems a little bit creative. He took with the bishop. Yeah, might be creative in principle, but I'm not sure if it's good objectively. It's so hard to find a move here. I really admire Tal for his abilities, the great Mikhail Tal for his ability to find resources in almost any position, even when it looks like there's nothing. So I'm just trying to grab something and create some threats. Bishop takes c5 is my idea, but okay, I don't know. I didn't even count the material. It's complete chaos for me. Although I have to admit it seems much more interesting than the previous game where
server
I just gave an
announcement,
exchange. Had I continued, it would have been a pity. So let's see. Wow, I really don't know what to do. Hmm. Okay. Maybe I can try attacking his rook on the queen on s6. It's just a one move threat, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to proceed, but yeah, queen f6 feels like it's doing something. Yeah, maybe it might be nothing as well. Yeah, I don't see a follow-up. A takes b4 is coming and it's quite annoying, I have to admit. Okay, so I'll make yet another creative move. I hope it will not lose immediately. I'm going to take this guy, and after AB, I was intending to play b5. This looks really crazy. Should be completely lost for me.
server announcement,
Many reasons. Yeah, but I don't know what else to do. I mean, the position looks quite bad, and it seems like I feel like I'm just making. It's like a bluff. I'm bluffing, just like in poker when you don't have a good hand, and some people when they play poker they just pretend to have something better, something good. So maybe my opponent will be afraid, and it will force him to commit some mistake. It's hard for me to imagine how something can go wrong for him here, but I promise to try. Okay, yeah. So rook a8 check is interesting. Okay, let's count the material. So at the moment I have a pawn up. I thought I was down material, but I don't think it matters with my king. Actually, his king is not too safe himself, but it feels like my king is a little bit more exposed with the open file and the rook that can come at any moment. Of course, he can just grab my bishop at the moment, and I don't really have anything serious planned against it. I just wanted to take on d5 and grab to the skin, grab by the skin of my teeth to the position while I'm not mated yet. Yeah, not sure how this will turn out. I hope it's at least exciting to watch because for me it's not so easy to feel excited when I feel like I'm going to get mated any second now. And the clock situation is not in my favor either, but we already know this is a pattern in my videos. I hope to
Check.
slowly fix this trend over time. Yeah, I have no move to follow up with. I seriously don't see a single idea in the position. Okay, I think I'm just getting mated here. Anything else? Rook e8 is deadly. He's also a piece up. Just not sure. Okay, I'll try something. You have to make some move. Probably it's mate, but I don't want to give up simply when there is a potential to continue just a little bit more. Just
Check.
a little bit of hope can sometimes be enough
Check.
to induce a mistake. Queen takes d5. Seems like a good move.
Time warning.
Yeah, now the game seems like it's finished. Okay, I'll just make one last pretty move before resigning.
Check.
Just to show that I saw it. Yeah. So I grabbed this queen, and now I'm piece and a rook down, so I resign.
Black resigns.
Alright, this hasn't gone my way so far, but I won't complain. I'm having some fun, and yeah, I hope there is some entertaining value and maybe some educational value for the viewers at home. So thanks a lot, and keep watching my videos if you want to see me winning once, maybe one day. Who knows? I might win sometime. Bye.